Y'all, this is Gary Rosen, and he is so distressed because his landlord is evicting him. We are in New Westminster City in British Columbia, Canada. Their housing laws are a little different, y'all. Their landlord can evict you if they need to move back into the property or if a family member needs to. Can you imagine how messy that would be if that was the state in the United States? Okay. So anyway, the tenants in this complex are protesting because they said their landlord keeps using the same excuse over and over again, which is my son is moving in. They had one tenant move out because they said that the son was moving in. They renovated it and then had a new tenant move in at a higher pay of rent. The investment company is saying no, that they're not doing these things, that they really are having people move in that are family members, but they said that's not the case. Like everywhere else in the world, their affordability housing is hard to find. So that's why
Highly
Gary is so
stressed.
distressed.
When I first got the first eviction notice, I had to get sleeping pills because I couldn't sleep. All you get is 2 months' notice to find another place to live.
This is Gary Rodden's home in New Westminster, where he's lived for 27 years. He says his landlord wants to evict him from it so his son can live in it, but Rodden isn't standing down without a fight. Rodden joined other tenants of the Mandalay Terrace apartment Saturday morning, protesting what they say are unfair, no-fault evictions by their landlord. Rodden says his landlord has used the same excuse that his son needs the unit to evict someone else who left their apartment in 2021.
They renovated his apartment, and a new tenant moved in at the end of November, and it wasn't his son. It was a woman.
Another tenant in the building showed me the emails that corroborate the story. She attended the protest saying the Residential Tenancy Act needs to be looked at, the BC law that allows landlords to evict their tenants if they or their close family member wants to live in the unit.
Well, it makes me feel incensed that this underhandedness and loophole in this particular part of the Tenancy Act is not being revised.
The organizer of the protest says the tenant advocacy organization Acorn is calling on the BC government to investigate Heron Property Management and the family that owns the properties, claiming the landlord has served 12 units with eviction notices, saying his son needs to move in.
It's just their word. If they don't provide proof, that's treated like gold, but someone loses their home and then they have to scramble to find other housing.
In a comment to City News, Heron Property Management says, in terms of the claim that our company is using collaborative landlord use evictions to get new tenants and higher rents, we can assure you that this is not our practice and the allegation is unfounded. The Minister of Housing also gave a statement saying, we know evictions initiated under false pretenses continue to happen, which is why Ministry of Housing staff are exploring other options on how to cut down on bad faith evictions due to landlord use. I encourage anyone who finds themselves in this situation to contact the Residential Tenancy Branch. That's what Rodden did. He has a dispute resolution hearing at the end of September. In the meantime, he has one message for his landlord.
I want my eviction canceled. That's what I want.